terms of trends within your particular vertical of the industry, what do you see over the next 12 months, and what change, if any, from a policy perspective would you like to see?
Obviously, the jury's still out in the Gulf of Mexico in terms of the traction there. It's probably going to be going through another period of fits and starts before it really gets up and running again. In the meantime, other parts of the world are very aggressive in their development of offshore regions, and those are where we're really focusing now. And as the Gulf of Mexico comes back, of course, we'll be there to support it. But we see other regions of the world, different geopolitical drives now in terms of oil and gas supply and demand are changing dramatically. And I think we're in the middle of this transitory phase in the industry where it's not as clean cut to say what's driving oil price, what's driving activity level, and where those activity levels will be. So.
And what have you noticed, any trends in the industry in general from your perspective as a PR professional over the last 12 months, good, bad, or indifferent?
I think the internet age is here. For those who said it was a fad, they're shamefully wrong. We had mentioned earlier online video, leveraging the internet to all degrees, really cutting out the print publication to some degree, like an annual report if you can go to an online annual. There's always going to be a need, obviously, for the print publication, but the online and the demand that people have, the ease of access, and just the way that you can really broaden online experience. I think you've seen some market changes over the last couple of years.
Why don't you tell me, first of all, how's the show going for you?
Wonderful. We have 2 days full. I haven't seen traffic like this in my 5 years with FMC Technologies at OTC. It's phenomenal traffic, great questions. Can't ask for anything more.
Will Castro Offshore be down at OTC Brazil for any prospective employees that may want to come find you?
Well, we're going to be down there, and we're going to have a similar booth to we have here in October for OTC Brazil. And we're always looking at getting the right people in our business. We just brought in a great new hire just recently, and as we grow our presence in Brazil, we're going to continue to bring on more people.
How do you, have you noticed any changes in terms of employment, whether you're adding employees, if you're doing more with less, that sort of discussion?
We have a pretty stable level of employees. We brought in a couple more as we're trying to leverage some more of the SEO and social media in general. We have, I think, 7 now altogether, counting the interns that we also employ.
Okay.
Personally, when I joined FMC, there was under 10,000 employees at the time of the company, and now we're at 12,000. So
okay, so you're growing.
We're
wow.
definitely growing.
Is your particular vertical noticing any trends in terms of the general sense of the industry by the number of employees that you have? Has that grown recently, for example?
Well, we have had a little bit of a problem actually getting employees in terms of the industry growth. The industry's coming back. We know we had a lot of people leave it. So, but by and large, we've been very fortunate in being able to attract and train the right people.
What is it that Castro yourselves look to do in terms of recruiting? Do you service from a regional base, or are you more interested in recruiting for the individual indigenous countries that you're working in?
We do a little bit of both. We certainly have our central headquarters in Pangbourne in the UK, where we have a large staff that's doing the central behind-the-scenes work, the strategy and the planning. But we do have regional offices around the world. Dubai, Mumbai, Singapore, Houston, of course, Aberdeen, and we're putting a combined technical commercial type person into those roles around the world to really help us have the educated offshore discussion with our customers and knowing enough about our products and the applications to really drive the value for our customers.
So you're looking for a full, all-rounded type of person as opposed to your typical salesperson or your typical engineering background?
Exactly. We need somebody who can handle the engineering heavy lifting, but also the commercial aspects of the job to make sure we get the right products to our customers in the right places at the right time.
Yes, I must ask, are you an offshore engineer reader?
Oh, absolutely.
Not only an offshore engineer reader, I work with your colleagues, some of the best articles I've ever seen, Jennifer and Russell that I work with closely. Absolutely enjoy it.